This week on Carolina All Out.
We are going to catch stripers today, and I couldn't be more excited.
There he goes.
That'll work right there now. Right there.
Yeah, that's a good fish. Yeah. There he goes.
And I mean aggressive. It's really an aggressive strike that these guys are doing.
Pretty fish.
They're right there, aren't they?
There you are. That's pretty fish.
Stripers on the Albemarle.
This is Carolina All Out.
This week, the All Out crew is back with Captain Scooter Lilley in Chowan County at the Eden House Bridge Boat Ramp. The very first episode of Carolina All Out was shot with Captain Scooter, fishing for stripers on the Roanoke. It snowed while the guys were catching fish, and from there it was aptly named striper fishing in the snow. Now, fast forward to today, and it's striper fishing again, but this time it's much further out into the Albemarle Sound, where the Roanoke and the Chowan Rivers meet.
Well, here we are this morning, a fine January morning. As you can see, we have a very interesting truck here, which is our good buddy Scooter Lilley, who's already down at the boat ramp in his beautiful Triton boat that we're going to go out on again. We are going to catch stripers today, and I couldn't be more excited because this is like old-time tradition for us. Stripers in the snow so many years ago, and now we're just doing stripers on a cold day. We're going to catch some stripers. All right, Scooter, we pulled up on the first spot. So what do we got here?
I'm gonna give you your 202 Snoopy rod.
Yeah, the Snoopy. I've done so well with the thing, I wore Snoopy off of here, so I don't have that to show anymore. But anyway, it just, again, Scooter has the rods for you if you want to come book with him, and he has the rod for me, as opposed to that thing, which is in self-destruct mode.
Yeah, it's a detonator.
Detonator, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about these baits real quick, and what do we got here?
We're going to be using these 3/8 headlocks made by Z-Man with a Z-Man Swimmer Z. And we're going to be fishing this break line out here in the sound, looking for bait and hopefully be some fish around them. So let's go see if we can't find some.
See if where we are is the right place to be.
We'll see. Time will tell.
All right. We're just fan casting? Or
just fan casting.
All right.
Anywhere's good. We're sitting in about 10, 12 foot of water. So I've been letting it go down 7, 8 seconds before I start reeling. And then I just slow wind it. And let that bait it's got a lot of action, and it thumps back and forth, and just let it slow wind it down there on that break line, and hope the fish are sitting there.
I noticed that thing really does the body.
Yeah, it does
low, and
wobble.
it does a lot of that. So that's got to get some attention out there.
Oh, it does. They can't stand it when you reel it by them. There he goes. Yep. Oh yeah.
All right, Scooter hooked up.
Yep, we found them on this spot.
Hey, there you go. That'll work right there.
Yeah, that's a good fish. Yep. That's a good average size fish for the Albemarle Sound. We pulled up on my spot and I looked up on my pan. See them under the trolling motor? A bunch of fish came up under the trolling motor. And when I put my Panoptics down in the water, I saw a school of fish light up on the Panoptics, and I knew they were here. And that just goes to show that if you find them, you know, most time you can catch them. So, and that piece of electronics along with the Lowrance really they cannot hide. But we're gonna check this one out and see if he makes the requirements. I'm sure he does. They gotta be 18 or better out in the Sound, and this one is probably 21 inches. So what you do, throw it out there. Throw it out there, let it go down to the bottom.
Oh, you want it down on the bottom?
Yeah, keep it down, we're in deeper water.
Right.
I'm letting it sink a little bit. Then I'm slow winding. And then I'm setting the hook.
Let me get out of your way.
That was a pretty good school of it.
That's a good one.
That's another good fish.
Great looking.
Yeah, man, it's fast. It can be fast and furious. Oh, see, up.
Yep.
They just slow it back down. He'll come get it. Slow it back. They got him.
Oh man.
He is thumping.
Yep.
That's a pretty good one. And he's legal. We'll probably let him go.
Yeah, there you go.
It's fun when you pull up on a school. That's how
Yeah.
fast it can go. It can go from 0 to 100 quick.
Oh, there you go.
There, I already had one. Mine had one hit on the way down. There he is.
They're right there, aren't they?
There you are. Yep, that pan up did not lie.
No, it didn't.
Pretty good fish too.
And we'll hook up first time. Pretty
Got us a
much the
double.
first thing this morning.
Yeah.
I kind of like
That's
the way
pretty fish.
yeah, it's a pretty one. You got a
Good
pretty one
size
too.
fish. Yeah, that's pretty
Mine
fish.
on.
Oh yeah, see yours. You got a really good one.
Yeah.
Probably need to get us a net.
Yeah, probably do need to get that, huh?
Hey, you got him.
Hey.
That's the way to do it.
These
We got
will
fish
work,
flopping on board now.
And get the.
Good fish.
Let me get the. Oh, look at there, Scooter.
Yeah.
It's good to be back with old Scooter Lilley, Captain Scooter Lilley, here on the Albemarle Sound, catching striped bass, one of our great resources here in this state.
It is.
How awesome is that? Look at these big old fat stripers fresh out of the ocean, I'm
Right
sure.
out of the ocean. They had sea lice on them last week.
How about that?
Yeah, a lot of sea lice where they come in out of the ocean. But
Beautiful fish, look at that.
they all pretty to help.
Don't go away. There's more Carolina All Out coming up. Carolina All Out is brought to you by the North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission. Go hunt, go fish, go wild. Carolina Cooker Cast Iron Cookware, a tradition born in the South. XGO, those who know wear XGO. Montgomery Community College, educating since 1967. Browning, the best there is. New Sports Shop, we've got the gear. And by Farms and Land Realty, selling land is what we do. Don't go away, there's more Carolina All Out coming up.
What I'm doing to start with is we're hitting these high percentage areas where the fish have been, and where they've been over the years. You know,
Right.
There's a little something different about the bottom, a little oddity that keeps the that the fish feed there in these little areas, and they always have, or as long as I've been guiding. I call it a feeding area where the fish pull up the feed.
Yeah.
There could be fish all around us, but they like to bite when they're sitting on that certain little area. And that's what I try to do with my trips, is I hit all these high percentage areas before I start going to look new water. You know, sometimes, it pays off, and sometimes you're out there looking new water. But for the most part today, we're going to hit these high percentage areas, see if we can find us a group of feeding fish. Yep.
All right.
Keep them coming.
You know, Scooter, it almost has that drum feeling to it.
A little bit.
Woo, catching these.
Man, that's another pretty good fish. Look at that.
I mean, you can't. What do you?
That's a good fish.
What do you
It's a
say
good
to that?
average size fish. What you looking
Yeah,
at?
we can't.
There,
I can't complain about it, can I?
Oh, fish on the line.
That's right. All right, another one. Now, a striper is not necessarily, I guess you could say, not known for not being aggressive. How's that sound?
Yeah, he's
Know
aggressive.
that they are aggressive
They
fish.
are feeders, yeah.
And they are feeding, and it's cold out here, and they are feeding in this type of weather. So you don't think about fishing in cold weather like you do here, but here we are, January, and catching stripers like this. And Scooter is, how many times have I said it? Scooter has put us on the fish, and he has done it again. So here we are with Captain Scooter Lilley catching stripers. We're gonna turn this one loose.
Yeah, we'll let that one go.
All right. Nice looking fish.
I got bumped right there at the boot.
Yeah, they are.
All right, there's a big school right out, throw right over there towards that White House.
All right.
Uh-huh.
There he is.
There you go.
And I mean aggressive. It's really an aggressive strike that these guys are doing. I mean, it's not like a thud, it's a sharp. I mean, yeah, like a pow. It really is.
Yeah, he don't hold back.
Of course, I do like the sound. I gotta say, I like the sound of these. Now look at here.
That breeze.
Bring it around here and let everybody see that fish. Look at that, it's beautiful. While we're bringing this fish in, we see another fish come in, and we can see them on the trolling motor. And that's typical of these schooling type fishes. They're going to follow. They think their buddy is going to get something they aren't, so they're going to follow right up behind them and see if there's anything else. And there you go. We got a fish, and Scooter's hooked up, so we just got another double. Well, kind of like a double. I'll hold on to him until you get him in there,
All
right? Oh,
yes,
wow,
that's a better
yeah.
one here.
Just how great is that? Look at there. Look at there. I think it was a little bit bigger than that.
Yep, there you go.
Look at here.
2 footballs.
On the Albemarle Sound, striper fishing. North Carolina is great.
Man, it is.
It's great. I love this
I
state.
love being a guide here.
Yeah, I know you do, and I love you guiding me here. Let's do it again, because I think they're right out there.
I know they are.
Even though we are out here a good ways, there is structure to hang up on, and I just broke off on one. We drifted a little bit. So Scooter's getting out into his arsenal, and he's pulling out the bait that we've been using. And so
we're using a Z-Man Swimmer Z 6-inch in different colors. These things come in about, I don't know, probably 20 different colors. And I've got the headlock Z that keeps that plastic swim bait on pretty good, but just to make sure, I always dab just a little bit of glue right on the head, just to keep the bait from slipping down if you start catching a lot of fish.
you letting it go all the way back down to the bottom again?
Yep. And then I want you to not catch while I catch them. I had to catch up anyway.
Oh, well,
caught 2 or 3 more foot I did.
Oh, I just had him. Come on
I
now.
wouldn't hand you a dud.
Oh, I know.
You just got to get feel out for it. It's another fun fish to catch.
Don't go away. More striper fishing action coming up. Over 40 years ago, the Youth Hunter Education Skills Tournament, or YHAS, began in North Carolina, offering middle and high school age students the opportunity to compete in rifle, shotgun, archery, orienteering, and hunting skills exams. The mission statement of the YHAS program is to provide hunter education graduates an opportunity to go beyond the basics by developing their knowledge and skills in all areas of the hunting experience, which will result in a safer and more responsible sportsman. Throughout the year, teams have assembled across the state to hone their skills in anticipation of the district and state tournaments. All 9 districts in North Carolina compete, with approximately 571 students from 60 teams participating this year alone. With clear objectives to promote the hunter education program in North Carolina's school system, promote the safe sport of hunting and shooting, and provide a platform of rules to ensure maximum participation and fairness of competition. The North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission is doing its part in exposing the up-and-coming generations to the outdoors. For more information about the YHES program and how you can become involved, go to ncwildlife.org.
I get to reeling too fast when they're out there deep sometimes.
Get over top of them.
Get over top of them, and then again I have to slow down so I can catch one.
Man, that is an aggressive bite.
It
I
is.
love that fight.
They will slam it.
You know, I mean, these guys coming out of the ocean like that, I mean, they are
fresh.
These. They are
Yeah, they're fresh.
Look at that fish.
And they're fat.
Ain't that pretty? Look
That's
at
a good
that.
one, yeah.
That is a real good one. Look at there. Check it out, folks. That is a nice striper.
Another pretty fish, 22, 23 inches.
Just great. Man, I love it. Got me just pumped up about this fishing out here now.
He's going in the frying pan tonight.
We're only in about 8 foot to 10 foot of water. The fish are really low on the bottom. And so we're taking these swim baits, throwing them, and letting them sink to the bottom. Many times they're picking it up just as soon as it hits the bottom or just before. And Scooter, you see, he wasn't even hardly reeling at all. Now the electronics are a big part of this game.
It's a huge part.
And I mean, we're literally able to see fish as they come to the boat and see them. So it's definitely a game changer.
I'm finding the fish out there at 40 to 60 foot out in front of the boat. I mean, and he's up to where I think the fish might be, and you can see them in a school out in front of your boat. And you can cast to that school of fish until you catch them or you're satisfied they're gone, and then you can start the whole process over again.
And it's been fish after fish after fish.
It is something. It has put some fish in this boat. Uh-huh. Get them back fired up, Doug.
Yep.
Boy, that's a good feeling when he slams
Yes,
that
it
thing
is.
in.
Because it ain't no playing whenever they...
They don't play with it. Pretty fish.
You know, guys, that I'm always fascinated by the colors that the Lord put out there for us to see. And you can see the iridescence in the striper, and he might be kind of boring in relation to other fishes, but those hard stripes against that light background and then the bronze up around his head, it just makes a beautiful fish. And aggressive, and they're right here in this state, right here on the Albemarle Sound in North Carolina. Falling in love with this state all over again just because of fisheries like this, and it's so good to be able to bring it to everyone and show them. And this guy back behind me is the one that can put you on this, so you need to give Scooter Lilley a call at CWW Inshore Charters. We've been doing it with him for a long time, and you just can't go wrong. He fishes all the time, he knows where they are, and they'll put you on fish like this. So this guy's going back in, and we're going to try it all over again, and I'm sure we can make it happen again. Don't you think, Scooter?
I think so.
Well, if Scooter believes it, I do.
I think we will. You have a bite?
Just
A little
he
tick?
didn't quite. I don't think
That one did.
That's
that
a bite.
That one got it.
Yep.
Man, they just wrench down on it when they decide they want it.
When they want it, it is no
I mean,
playing.
even the little ones slam it.
You see? It's that easy.
Yeah, that's just a good bank runner, I call him. Pretty
But
fish,
fun,
healthy. Yep, fun
fat,
to catch.
Fun to catch.
Yep, there's nothing
And
like
it's
it.
all right here in North Carolina. Look, guys, stay tuned. We're going to be catching more of these stripers here on the Albemarle Sound right after these messages.
Carolina All Out is brought to you by the North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission. Go hunt, go fish, go wild. Carolina Cooker Cast Iron Cookware, a tradition born in the South. XGO, those who know wear XGO. Montgomery Community College, educating since 1967. Niagara Supply since 1962, and by Browning Trail Cameras. Faster, smaller, better.
Yep, look at that. That's fun there. That's a good one, ain't it?
He feels like it. But I mean, you know, and he was sitting on the bottom, or it was really close.
Yeah, they will thump it. Good job.
I mean, you know, hey, when you look at, I mean, these are really heavy fish too.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Nice, long, pretty fish.
I like it. I like it.
A gill net at some point, you see?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, he's been through a gill net.
Guys have been, it's amazing an anadromous fish like this that goes way offshore, fishes and or eats and lives for a long period of time and comes back.
Goes through all the trawlers and all the nets and all the obstacles, and we stop him right here.
Right here. Well, he's gonna get to do it again with this one because we're gonna turn him back in. So there you go. That's great, man. What a fishery.
That one got it.
Yep. Yep. See if there's one right around him.
Yep. Stay right back out.
He just I mean,
They slam it.
he is just slamming it, and he is.
You forget about how cold it is when they bite.
Oh, I couldn't. He's so heavy, I couldn't get him up out of there.
Oh yeah, there's one.
There you go, Scooter.
Man, he smoked it.
You were bringing that fish there is heavy. I mean, look at this gut on this thing.
This
Y'all
one
see
right
that?
here, pile driver.
Just pounding away at the bait that's here on the Albemarle. What you got there, Scooter?
We got some other one.
I know that we just got to show everybody. I'm so proud of these things.
Yeah, man. They're getting it done. They'll be in the Roanoke here and up to Chowan here shortly, a couple
Yep.
weeks. They're
That's
making
good.
their move. You know, then we'll be catching them in the river.
Yep. And then it'll be right on up to Weldon.
That's right. They're a little late this year getting in the river because of the current, but the flow ain't where it needs to be.
Yep. Yeah, put them in there.
The Albemarle Sound yielded another big load of stripers, and it was almost a repeat of the last striper trip the team took with Scooter on the Roanoke, minus the snow. With the winds continuing to pick up, the boys decided to call it a day.
Well, Scooter, your technique has worked again.
Well, it was a blessing to get out here before this wind picked up.
Yeah, the wind has been a bit of a bane for us today since it picked up, but Scooter was able to put us on some beautiful stripers.
They are fat ones, too.
They are fat.
They're good. The Albemarle Sound and the Roanoke, you know, you can get it all right here.
That's his home waters, and he can put you on them. CWW Inshore Charters, numbers at the bottom of the screen. Captain Scooter Lilley, I would shake his hand right now, but it's full of fish. So look, guys, you've seen this all here on Carolina All Out, and remember, our state is your next adventure. Oh, I can't fish with gloves on.
Yeah.
That's my excuse right now.
Well, look at me.
Huh? Yeah, he ain't got gloves. See, and I'm following the professionals. Yes, yes. I'm just cast my line. Yes. I don't feel so bad now.
Got the perfect amount on it. No wonder they slowed down.
Way off our mark.
Somebody stepped on the trolling motor. There's one.
He's not too far off.
Awesome.
Daisy.